everybody, it is Altera Delirio, the star inhabiting the abandoned space. Um, Today we are playing our Haunt, which is a game for the Velux Fabula 2 Game Jam that was hosted. Um, this game has like 5 endings. I don't know if we'll do all 5 endings. We might only do one or two. Partly time wise, but also because I do have a tendency that, like, if I really like a game and it has multiple endings, I like to only do a few endings so more people that like come across this will, like, you know, check out the game themselves. Yeah, let's start. Also, make sure to check the content warnings are pinned in the comments. 10 years ago, I died. That's the only explanation for what happened to me. One day, I simply came being with no name. What I remember from back then is spotty. Wandered around aimlessly. No idea what was going on with me or around me. At some point, I overheard someone talking about a tragedy that happened. You hear about the senior who died? Oh God, yes. I feel so bad for his family. And just before graduation, too. Nobody should have a loved one taken from them that way. I never thought something like that would happen here. I'm pretty sure it was a tragedy. But as time went on, people mentioned the tragedy less and less. Most of the students here now probably don't even know that there was a tragedy. I go up near a gazebo and close my eyes. For a moment, I focus on the one fragment of blue I have. This man. I don't know who he is, know his name or how, and if I knew him. But I'm sure that if I find him, and how I ended up like this. Except, as time goes on, it's less and less likely. I haven't ever seen him on campus or around town. I guess that makes sense. I think we were close in age, and if he graduated, he probably wouldn't be back. Hell, for all I know, he's dead too. I never met any other ghosts, but he died. It doesn't mean we'd be able to find each other. And since nobody can see or hear me, I can't ask for help. I once tried using a computer to search for him, but I hit a wall fast. Can't put a memory into a search. So, my only lead was a dead end of him. Eventually, I came to terms with the fact that this is my life now. Not all bad. I can go anywhere I want. I can explore the world if I really wanted to, but something keeps pulling me back to campus. Literally, but every time I think about going outside the town, I wonder, what if he comes and I know the chances are low, they're not zero. Maybe one day, I'll find the courage to. But I don't think today will be that day. This evening isn't much different from others. The main thing is that the people walking across the campus are built older than usual. Not senior citizens or anything, but clearly not current students. Probably a reunion going on around that time of year when reunion parties happen one for every class with enough people still alive to. Let's go to the reunion. Might as well check it out, not like I have anything better to do. Not like I've ever had anything better to do. I follow a group of women excitedly chattering with each other towards where the student center is. The sign above the door says, "Welcome back, class of 2014. 2014? So that means people are coming here for a 10-year reunion. Wait, 10 years? If everyone coming here graduated 10 years ago, then... No, I shouldn't get my hopes up. Hello, star. I'm about to leave to stop myself from being disappointed, but before I can take more than a single step, a voice cuts through the campus ambient chatter. I can't believe you convinced me to fly all the way out here, Ash. Huh? Something about that voice. Aw, Eric. You just didn't want to disappoint your favorite little sister. You're my only little sister. A man and a woman are talking to each other just outside the entrance. The woman, Ash, sighs before she responds again. Look, I knew this was going to eat you up if you didn't come. Even if you have a terrible time, you'd regret not going even more. Yeah, I know, you're right. Man, Eric. But that doesn't mean that I'm excited about it. All my old friends. Everything's going to be overshadowed by, well, him. He looks a bit older than the man in my memory. Our style is different. Just go in there, mingle for a bit. Go ham on the punch if you have to. He's the same man, I know it. He can't be anyone else. God, I never imagined this would actually happen after all this time. What the hell do I do? Wait for the... I can't mess this up. I just can't. No, I'm not making you pull my ass out of the student center again. It was mortifying enough the first time. The woman laughs, nearly doubling over. Right, alright. Good luck in there. Text me if you need me, but I'll come back to pick you up later. Thanks. Love you, Ash, even when you're acting like mom. Love you too. When I watch them hug, I can't help but feel like I'm intruding on a family moment, even though they've been having this conversation in the middle of a public space. Ash lets go first and waves enthusiastically as she leaves. Then Eric turns around, now facing me. What? Blinks, a look of surprise on his face. What did he see? Oh, sorry, you just look a lot like someone I knew. I quickly jolt around to look at what's behind me, which is absolutely nothing. Wait, did he see me? Seriously? Carefully, I start to speak, the first time I've talked to anyone in years. Let's accept discipline. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Can't do it. I know it's too much. Talking to him, talking to anyone, I feel like I'm about to jump into the ocean without being able to swim. Sorry if I startled you. It's no problem. Have a good time in there. It takes all of my nerves to just get that one last sentence out. The last thing I'll ever say. Will do. You have a good evening too. As he goes to enter the building, he tries to pat me on the shoulder, but his hand passes through me. I really suppress a shiver at the sensation. I can see his face twist in confusion as he stares at his own hand for a bit. But it doesn't amount to anything. He simply shrugs and opens the door to the student center. Part of me feels terrible for chickening out at the last moment, but another part of me feels like I'm finally free. I saw the man who invaded my thoughts, I finally decided to move. Ending 3, a new beginning. Ooh. Okay. Let's follow, but continue to wait for the leaf. But this time, let's say we know. No, I'm pretty sure we know each other. I'm sorry, but the guy I knew, Eric frowns at me, or at least towards me. He looks like he's trying to prepare for a painful shot. Yes, so no, you can't be. Hey, Eric! Both of our heads shoot in the direction of Ash's voice. She saunters up, holding up a phone. Also expecting you to leave an early birthday present in my car tonight. Well, hey, give me my phone back. Maybe you should keep it, since you were nice enough to surprise me. Ash. Alright, here's your phone. Thanks. Now get in there. You look like an idiot standing outside all alone. Oh, but Eric looks at me, and I hold my finger to my lips. Takes a hint. Yeah, you're right. I didn't realize how long I've been out here. We quickly say a second set of goodbyes, and when Eric and I are once again alone, he turns to me in a panic. What the hell was that about, man? People can't see except you, apparently. You realize how You realize how ridiculous that sounds, right? You saw for yourself. Your sister was looking straight at me and she had no idea there. Yeah, and she's not the kind of person to pull this as a prank. Sorry, man. Give me a moment. He turns around. I watch as he looks up at the sky, raises his hands to the top of his head, and then slowly drags them all the way down his face. Ugh, it's really you, August? August? Is that my name? If nothing else, that mystery is finally solved. No offense, it's just... This is impossible. You're dead. You can't be here. We shouldn't be able to have this conversation. But we are. Yeah, we are. He turns back to me, looking noticeably frazzled. So, what, you're a ghost now? I am. Seriously? Try touching me. Eric looks warily at me before trying to place a hand on my shoulder. It just goes straight through me, and I can feel a strange sensation where his body intersects with mine. Whoa. You really are. You want to have the conversation ghost? Huh? Oh, yeah, people will think I'm talking to myself. I know the perfect place to go, come on. I follow Eric all the way across campus, far from where the student center is. As we walk, the crowd around us thin out, partially because we're traveling in the opposite direction from everyone else, but also because people rarely ever go this area. When we stop, we're in a forested area at the very edge of campus. Place. We used to hang out here a lot. His voice is wistful, nostalgic, but with an undertone of pain to it. In the early days, I felt called here. I kept coming here over and over again, thinking that this time there would be a clue, anything. But there was always nothing. I gave up eventually, but I can't deny that the call is still here, just easier to ignore. Even now, something about this place feels... like the trees want to tell me something, but why? I could never figure it out before. Harry walks up to a tree and leans his back against it. Just like old times? Not exactly like old times, but a lot like old times. God, I never imagined... What did I do to deserve this? Look, it's not like I'm sad or angry or anything, I spent 10 years thinking you were gone, but all this time, you were just here if I hadn't run away like a coward. He quickly wipes away a tear. No, let's not go down that path. I can't change the past. Just gotta keep moving forward. Here I am, talking and not letting you get a word in edgewise. It really is like old times. Come on, let me know what you're thinking. What were we to each other? What were we to each other? Eric stares at me for a little bit. Whatever he was expecting me to ask, it clearly wasn't that. What kind of question is that? Like, were we friends or we were dating? You really didn't know? I thought that's the reason why you talked to me, since I was your boyfriend when it happened. I had no idea. I don't remember anything from before I died, except your face. I didn't even know my own name until you called me by it. I figured we knew each other somehow, but for all I knew, we were best friends or brothers, or you were just some guy I saw around and never got around to talking to. Damn. Maybe it's for the best though, if you can't remember this painful stuff either. I don't know. How did I die? Harry looks down at the ground, his face in shadow. I don't know, I'm sorry. Really? That seems... Even if he didn't see my death happen, surely he must have at least heard about it. Especially since we were dating, he's telling me that he knew his boyfriend had died but never bothered to look up how. It just doesn't add up. I'm gonna push it this time. I don't believe you. You have to know something, even if it's just rumors. You're right, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lied about that. It's just really hard for me to talk about. But you deserve to know the truth. It was exactly a week before we were supposed to graduate. We were hanging around here like we usually did. Just goofing around, trying to make the most of our time before it ended. You see how high the trees here go, right? I've always been really good at climbing trees. I wanted to get one last good climb in before graduation. Back to egg you on into climbing up too. You gonna just let me sit up here all alone? Nope, just wait a few minutes. You were doing a pretty good job, honestly. I thought you would get a few feet up and then give up, but you kept going. I was really proud of you, but then right before you got to where I was sitting, you slipped, missed a branch. I watched you fall all the way down. You had a really bad snap as soon as you hit the ground, and at that point I tried to get down as quick, killing myself. It was good that you don't remember it. It looked really painful. I'm so sorry. All my fault. If I hadn't climbed that fucking tree, or at least if I hadn't tried to get you up there with me. I'm the one who chose, right? But you held a gun. Well, yeah, but you don't need to treat yourself like a murderer just because we're both acting stupid. I guess not, but still, my apology still stands. And I'm sorry for climbing up the tree in the first place. Eric laughs weakly at my apology. Alright. Anything else? Since this is your first time meeting a ghost? Probably anyone's first time meeting a ghost? I don't know. I've watched a lot of ghost movies. Maybe some of them are based on true stories. I doubt it, but you never know. So, what is being a ghost like? It's lonely. I get it. I felt pretty alone for a while after. No, it's not the same. I don't get to talk to anyone. I just stand around and watch as they live their lives. You can talk to people. You still have your sister and whatever other friends and family you have. You still have your life. I'm sorry, you're right. You don't need to apologize. Just maybe try to think a little bit more. Yeah, I'll try. Suddenly, I can hear rustling nearby. Eric hears it too, since he looks around at the same time as I do. At first, it seems like it might be an animal, but the real culprits reveal themselves quickly. Oh no. Hey, come on. Last one up the tree is a loser. Fuck's sake, you're practically falling over. I can't see them clearly, but it looks like there's a small group of drunk students headed our way. They're nearly tripping over each other. Wonderful. I guess the RAs aren't doing a very good job at keeping alcohol out of the dorms. Don't worry, I'll handle this. But try and drive them away yourselves. How about you let me handle it? You sure about that, considering the whole ghost thing? I have a plan. Trust me on this? I concentrate my energy enough to quickly pick a fallen branch up off the ground. Whoa. I have to specifically focus to be able to touch things, but I can do it no problem. Branch in hand, I go towards the drunk students. I make sure to shake it around for extra effect. Before long, I can hear the drunks start to react. Hey, bro! Don't interrupt me when I'm in the zone, man! Oh, bro, look over there, floating in the air! I'm not falling for that one again, asshole. It's real this time, I swear! The scared drunk places his hands on the angry drunk's shoulders and forcefully turns him in my direction. What the? The angry drunk screams, and together the whole group runs away in horror. I can hear Eric laughing behind me. It's a clear, melodic sound that stirs emotions I haven't felt in a very long time. Damn, that was good. You're more dangerous than you look, huh? Oh, hold up. Let me see what this is. Eric takes his phone out of his pocket and taps the screen. His face crunches. Ash is here to pick me up. I guess time was moving a lot faster than I thought it was. She's going to be mad when she finds out I never actually went to the party. Are we going to see each other again? I live across the country now, so probably not. I had to fly over here. But that doesn't mean we can't see each other again, right? It doesn't, but are you sure that's what you want? From my perspective, you're someone I've loved. Oh my god, can I speak? You're someone I've loved for a long time. But from your perspective, I might as well be a total stranger. I've been stuck here for 10 years. Not that there's anything wrong with this college or this town, but I'm ready to leave and I want to do that with you. Please? Eric smiles. Oh my god, I'm stuttering on my words like crazy. Hello. Eric smiles shyly at me. Let's go then. Ash gets cranky when I leave her waiting too long. For what might be the last time, we'll leave our old haunt in the forest, going across campus towards where the parking lot is. We continue to make small talk along the way. He tells me about the city he lives in, about his museum curator job, about the coffee shop he's a regular at. In exchange, I tell him about parties I've infiltrated, movies I've watched, pranks I've pulled. Along the way, I reach towards Eric and with all my concentration, grab onto his hand. He flinches only slightly, looking back at me before his face turns red. Aww. I don't know how life is going to shake out in the future. But right here, right now, I'm glad to finally have someone to spend it with. Hey! Ooh! I could do the epilogue. But, if you guys want to see the epilogue, download the game and play it for yourself. I think we're gonna do one more ending. Since there's 5, let's do one more ending. Which I think the fastest one if we just leave. No, it's not worth it. I'm just so tired. Not a physical way like a living human would be. At least, I don't think so. I'm going to watch a movie. Hopefully there's something interesting playing tonight. I go the opposite way through campus to a local movie theater. Most of the movies playing I've seen already. A couple more than once. But I see an unfamiliar poster for what looks like a sci-fi flick. Alien Quest. It seems pretty cool. I ignore the ticket booths and the concession stand in favor of just passing through the door to the one. I find an empty spot and sit down in it. Not necessary, but it improves the experience, I think. As the trailers and PSAs drone on, my vision gets blurrier and blurrier. Before finally I can see nothing at all. Thing 1, missed opportunity. Maybe I do. You know what, we have plenty of time still. I'll do one more. And I'll do the 5th ending by myself and the epilogue. And if you guys want to see it, you guys can play the game yourself. And support the creator. Let's approach him immediately this time. It's foolish to expect this to work, but I have to try. Hey, excuse me? It's been so long since I've talked to anyone. Even though I don't have vocal cords, they still feel sore and out of practice. Yeah? Eric turns to look at me, and when he sees me, he startles. Sorry, you just surprised me a bit. Eric, right? As if I didn't just learn his name 5 minutes ago by eavesdropping. Yeah, that's me. Well, we were both class of 2014. I guess it's the most likely option. Eric, are you alright? Why are you talking to empty air? Ash looks warily at her brother, concern etched onto her face. She puts her hands on Eric's shoulders. I changed my mind. We're leaving now. Yeah, I think that's for the best. Thanks for looking. No problem. Come on, let's get back to my car. You get to choose the music this time. Even the stuff with the screaming. I guess it makes sense that she would be worried about her brother talking to a ghost. All I can do is watch helplessly as the man I've been looking for the past decade walks away. God, I can't believe I got so close and managed to blow it. Ending 2. Bailed out. Alright. I know this one was short, but this game was for a game jam, so obviously it was gonna be shorter. And we got 4 out of 5 endings. And as stated, if you guys want to see the last ending or you guys want to see the epilogue, play the game yourself. It's in the description linked for y'all to get it, and if you're able to support the creator. As for me, myself, and I will be doing the last ending on the epilogue by my own time. That said, thank you for coming. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. You've been on YouTube, you know how this stuff works. And yeah, thank you for coming. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.